Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Black and Umoja Global Network. We are honoring you. I can hear the overlap. We're honoring you, each and every one of you tonight. We wish you. We thank you for all you do in the community and in your business. Oh my goodness.
If it's overlapping, I can't hear it. You sound fine.
Okay. Okay. So let's Coach Janine, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I can hear you.
Oh, you can't hear it? Okay.
Yes, I can hear you very well. Yeah, go
okay.
on.
Oh, it just sounds like I'm overlapping. Okay. So this is part two. We had part one in last Sunday, and this is part two. So we have who is our first guest up, Coach Janine?
Yes, before doing all that, I just want to welcome also our French viewer. This is an amazing day for you guys. Je suis vraiment dans la joie aujourd'hui parce que je sais qu'il y a plusieurs d'entre vous que nous avons parlé la semaine passée et merci d'être là. C'est Black to Back Show et puis aussi avec Umoja Global Network. Je suis vraiment dans la joie de vous inviter aujourd'hui à honorer votre présence. Je sais qu'il y a en tout cas, tant d'autres événements, vous pouvez être là-bas, mais vous êtes venus aujourd'hui. So, merci beaucoup. Et je veux aussi introduire notre co-host, Dr. Lulu. Elle va dire aussi un petit mot. Dr. Lulu, can you also welcome everybody? And then we're going to start right with the guest. Thank you.
All right. Welcome, everyone. We are so happy and honored that you are here today and that you chose to actually take this time out to be with us. There's a bunch of other things I'm sure that you could be doing. And here in the US, tomorrow is a US holiday and people take long weekends. So I count it an honor and a privilege that you would take time out this afternoon to be with us. So I just like to welcome everyone. I like to give honor to our Dr. Coach Janine and our Coach Tina. They are phenomenal people and they have such a heart for doing exactly what you see them doing today. So let's just make sure that we're honoring them in our hearts and we're keeping a prayer going for them, that everything that has been assigned to their hands, they will have the strength and the determination to continue to live out their God-given purpose. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Dr. Lulu. So we're just gonna take some time to really also kind of celebrate you. That's why you are here today. Many of us are just joining us right now from all over the place, guys. We have people from Canada, people from Europe and Africa and the US. It really shows the unity that we come together to celebrate one another. That's what we are here for. From UK, from all over the place. Why? Because we understand how crucial it is to celebrate one another and to support one another. So thank you again for my two co-hosts, Dr. Lulu and Coach Tina, and all of you guys, the honorees, because we wouldn't do this without you. This is why we are here today. So we're gonna give the opportunity for actually Coach Wendy. She has another event coming up, but she's just gonna speak in a few minutes how you're gonna see her more often. She's one of my sisters. She's going to be blessing us by answering the question why she thinks that Black excellence and how crucial it is for us to come together. Welcome again, Coach Wendy.
Thank you so much. And congratulations to everyone else that's being honored. And thank you so much, sis. I appreciate you as always. I'm just honored to be here. It's always great to be able to see that your work doesn't go unnoticed, right? And so congratulations to everyone. And so when we brought up the word Black excellence, I thought about, how we celebrate each other, just like today, in acknowledging outstanding achievements and contributions of Black individuals as well as communities. And it's so important for us to work together. I'm a cross-culture consultant, so I love everything about culture, and I even blend that in, is saying that we should work together because it brings unity, strength, collaboration, but it also helps us to bridge cultural gaps and stronger communities. So thank you so much.
Absolutely, we honor you. And how people can be able to reach you also after these events?
Yes, you can reach me at inspiring.decisions. My name again is Wendy Alexander, and so it's inspiring.decisions. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having her. We really appreciate you. And again, Coach Wendy, she's going to be coming in because we have a few announcements at the end of this event that she's going to be also, part of the speaker about, the events coming up in November. So we are looking forward for you guys to connect and then to be able to work with one another. That's one of the purpose why we have, this type of event. So thank you so much. Next, we're going to have Coach Nancy. She's going to be also blessing us with a few words.
Good afternoon. And again, thank you for having me, Coach Tina and Coach Janine, and congratulations to all the award people here that you took time, because this is a busy weekend. I actually have a family gathering right after this, so I will be leaving shortly, but Janine said, I need to show up. So I'm showing up because it's about supporting each other. Black excellence is really about supporting each other and making the commitment to do what you say you're going to do. Even when it's difficult, even when you have competing priorities, you still have to decide that you want to do it. And I think the importance about Black excellence is that we know as Black people, brown, whatever you call yourself, is that you always have to do things God class. You always have to bring your A game. You can never do what you did last week or this week. You have to always show up and bring your A game. But if you're doing it unto the Lord, then it's always going to be your A game. And I think that's what it requires, is always bringing your best self, because you're representing God, not just yourself. You represent what God has called. So Black excellence is really doing things God's way, God class, and then letting your work speak for you. And the importance of collaboration is, Janine and I met about a year ago, about a couple years now. I was speaking at one of her conferences, and she's actually speaking at my virtual conference the end of the month, September 28th, Transforming Women Entrepreneurs. She's going to be talking about global connecting. So I'm excited about that. But it's important for us to support each other, not compete, but to collaborate. How do we support each other? How do we open up a door for someone who has the skill set, who's been vetted? For me, I tell people, you must be vetted in the spirit to know that if I'm going to refer you, I know you're going to bring your A game. You're not going to mess me up. So it's important to vet people in the spirit to know that when you send someone forth, they don't have to be you, because it's only one of you, but they have to be a person who is going to fulfill the commitment and do things in the spirit of excellence. So as we support each other, we all get to the winning circle. We all achieve greatness, and it's enough prosperity and abundance for all of us to have our portion. So happy to be here. I will be dropping off real soon, but I wanted to show up because Janine said, please show up, but please check her out, because I'm going to put the link in the chat box for the conference that she's going to be speaking at my conference that's virtual on the 28th. So we love to see some of you there. But, again, as a consultant doing diversity work, emotional intelligence, I do a lot of stuff helping people bridge the gap and helping us to realize we're not in competition with each other. We have to support each other. And specifically sometimes with Black women, that is a whole nother conversation. So that's it.
Thank you so much, Coach Nancy, for this nugget. And make sure that you put all your information, in the chat so people can be able to follow you directly. Now I'm gonna, go back to Dr. Lulu and Coach Tina to give them the mic so they can be able to say a few words and also go to the other guest as well.
Okay. Coach Tina, do you want to announce who's coming up? Oh, you're on mute, Tina.
Do y'all want to do the prayer? We hadn't did prayer yet.
That's correct. Apologies for that. We need to do the prayer.
Yeah, because Demetrius Wilson.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Demetrius Wilson is going to do the prayer.
Yes, ma'am. Let's pray. Father in heaven, thank you so much for all that you are, for all that you do. Father, we know that everything that we are and everything that we have, it is only because of and by your grace. So, Father, we thank you for the grace that you've given us to operate and function in whatever it is that we do. Thank you, Father, that we're going to do it in such a way that, as Matthew chapter 5 says, that men will see what we do and they will glorify you. Father, we thank you for all the gifts that you place into our hands. And we thank you for all of these people who are being honored today and appreciated. And Father, we thank you that your glory shall shine brighter and brighter and brighter every single day that we show up to do what we have been assigned to do in this earth realm. We give you the glory, the praise, and honor in the name of our Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Okay, so I know he was going to speak as well, so I was going to let him speak while he's up.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Pastor
absolutely.
Demetrius, you can tell us
Okay,
what Black
well.
excellence means to you and why is it crucial for us to work together?
Amen. Well, why not? Again, as it has already been said, can you hear me?
Yeah, let me read your bio before you do it,
Oh,
okay?
okay. I'm sorry. I'm jumping in.
Pastor Demetrius is a native of Silsbee, Texas. He and his wife, Adrian, have been married for 22 years. This Thursday, September the 8th, and have 3 children, 2 sons and serving in the Air Force, and a daughter who is recently graduated with business management degree from Angeline College. He is the founder and pastor of Greater Destined Kingdom Life Congregation in Beaumont, Texas. He also owns and operates Kingdom Covenant Enterprise. Okay, now the floor is yours.
All right. So again, welcome to all of you. That's already been said, and of course, let me just echo the thank you and the sentiment for showing up and doing all that you do for the community. And we know that you all are doing an effective work. And so we just want to say congratulations to all of you. Just hats off to all of you for all that you do. Of course, the question was posed like, why?
I think you went out on mute. There we go.
Excellent.
Okay.
Of course, Black is, what it is, but the reality is that the emphasis, of course, is on the excellence. Because the reality is that excellence would really not, it would be missing so much rich, deep meaning if it were not for including that excellence that's being contributed by those of us who are Black and brown people. I like to talk about the reality that excellence is really interwoven into the fabric of everything in our existence. I mean, it is woven into things like from the Sunday evening, afternoon meal that grandma fixes, after Sunday morning church service, because she took those ingredients and she weighed and she measured them with her heart. And she created a feast for everybody to be able to eat. Y'all know we ate good on those of you who had that experience. We ate really good on Sunday evening. And so it starts there and it just goes to the leader of a Fortune 500 company. Whatever we do, it is what we do. It reaches every aspect of society, arts, literature, architecture, you can just name it. We're everywhere, we're doing everything. And I believe that Black excellence really is one of those things that makes stereotypes a lie. It exposes the false narrative that we're lazy, that we're angry, that we're people who come from nothing, who don't want anything, who are going nowhere. So excellence is what we have to take as a mindset. It's going to be a mentality that's going to inform our everyday life. It's going to inform our work. And it actually must be a guiding principle for us in everything that we do. And I believe that it is crucial for us to be able to come together because I believe that once we learn how to come together, then we experience a greater effectiveness in everything that we do. I believe that me, and that's little acronyms that I came up with, me means that I'm mighty effective, right? That's me. I'm doing good, I'm doing well, mighty effective. But when I trade the me for we, I give myself a winning edge. And so it's important for us to be able to come together and be collective because we will be more effective and we will be more powerful and we will learn how great it is when we win together.
All right. Thank you so much, Pastor Demetrius. Coach Tina?
So who you want to go next?
Oh, wonderful. Do you want to take a little break for some? Okay, sorry about that, guys. We had some overlap, but that's okay. We're going to continue to rejoicing because today is a special day for all of you guys. Nous sommes vraiment dans la joie d'être là aujourd'hui parce que c'est votre jour, c'est notre jour parce que vous êtes là. So, excusez-nous en tout cas pour la musique, mais c'est pas grave parce que nous sommes là pour vraiment le plus important, c'est de vous célébrer et d'être ensemble aujourd'hui pour le Black Excellence. So, maintenant, on va aussi inviter Coach Cécile from Paris et elle va nous parler. Guys, we're just going to welcome Coach Cécile from Paris and she's going to be talking to us about Black Excellence. Welcome, Coach Cécile.
Bonsoir, bonsoir tout le monde.
Bonsoir, bonsoir.
Et bonsoir.
Je suis contente d'être là. Alors,
Absolutely.
ça se passe, tu interprètes, ça se passe comment, coach?
Yes, tu vas parler, puis je vais juste, I'm gonna summarize. Je vais juste te parler après.
D'accord, très bien.
Mhm.
Je suis un peu, désolée, hein. Je suis un peu intimidée par tout ça.
Non, c'est à la maison, coach, c'est si tu es à la maison. Ça, c'est ton jour, c'est notre jour. Vas-y.
Voilà, donc voilà, je suis bien contente d'être au milieu de nous. Alors, je ne sais même pas dans quelle direction aller parce que avec la grâce de Dieu, on a tellement de casquettes.
Les deux questions qu'on t'a posées, c'est quoi le Black Excellence pour toi? Et puis, pourquoi c'est important que nous puissions travailler dans l'unité? Pourquoi c'est important pour nous, les chefs d'entreprise, de travailler ensemble? Pourquoi c'est important?
D'accord.
Yes.
Alors, est-ce que c'est possible de commencer par quelqu'un d'autre parce que là, ça me stresse encore plus.
No, that's okay. Guys, we're just going to give some few minutes to Coach Cecile, and then we're going to go to Coach Joel. Coach Joel, he's an amazing brother to me, a mentor. You know, she has shown me so many things, so I really want to celebrate him. And he's always, you know, somebody that I always listen to, and also a lot of good advices. He always give it to me. So, nous allons donner la parole à Coach Joel. Aussi, on a deux Joël, Pasteur Joël et Coach Joël. So we have two people, from Joël from Canada and Joël from Congo. So we're gonna start with Coach Joël from Canada, and then we're gonna go to Pastor Joël, Coach Joël from Congo.
Thank you so much, my sister Janine. I'm so blessed to be among the honorees on this panel this afternoon. When you at first you tagged me on LinkedIn, I was like, okay, what is this? And then when I got your message, I was still coming from church, on my way back from church, and I realized, okay, so is it 3 p.m.
Yes.
Eastern time? And then when I got home, I checked, oh, it was Central Standard Time. Okay, so which gave me enough time to come and be here. I really congratulate all of you. Je félicite toutes les personnes qui ont été honorées. C'est aussi un honneur. It's really an honor for me to be here. And when I think about Black excellence, what comes to mind, it's really an opportunity to self-affirm ourselves as Black leaders, Black entrepreneurs. It's an opportunity to come up with strategies, showcase our strategies, showcase what we have in mind for our communities. Because at the end of the day, it's really about raising the bar for the community, leading the community in a way of doing things that was probably not known before, done before. And the change, as I usually say, like even my pastor say, a lot of people like the idea of change, but few people actually embrace the process of change. So we need to have an environment like this one, Black excellence, where people can understand, yes, it's not easy, but it can be done. And it's also, for me, when I think about Black excellence, I look at an opportunity to celebrate, because celebration is really a way to recognize the achievement of others in the community. And by celebrating that, we also showing others that probably still scared or shy to come out, to showcase what they're doing. Because you may think that what you're doing is so small, it's not worth to be mentioned, but you'll be amazed. Like I always say to my coaches on YouTube, I say, you know something that some other people are looking for someone to help them with. So your knowledge, your expertise in some areas, it's the thing that people have been looking for, searching for through internet or all over the place. But why is it important for Black community, Black people to come together, work together? It's because we need to understand that we can create a safe learning environment where honest feedback can be provided. You know, people will try to think, let's say nice words just because we're afraid that if we tell them the truth, they may not like it. On the other side, I'm part of those people say, I'd rather tell you the truth now, even if you don't like it, but one day you'll come back and understand and tell me why. Really appreciate why I say that. And that's why it's really important for us to come together, understanding that we come in a place to learn, we come in a place to get feedback and sometimes provide feedback, because feedback is the only way that you can improve your services and product. Because without feedback, you may be stuck in the old way of doing things, which can lead to a demise of your business. Instead of moving forward, you'll be stagnant and wonder why my business is not taking off. So it's a safe space that we need to embrace and take an opportunity. Anytime that you're invited, come and share what you have in mind, bring something to the table, be one of the people, the giver, because the world is filled with people who are just takers, but the world is led by people who are givers. Leaders are usually the givers. They give the time, they give the knowledge, they give the mentorship to allow the generation to come over and hopefully go to the higher level that the coach themselves or the mentor themselves have never reached before. Thank you again for inviting me.
Thank you so much again. Now, was amazing. Now we're gonna go to Pastor Joel / Coach Joel from Congo.
Hi, bonsoir, coach.
Bonsoir, Coach Joel. Tu peux t'exprimer en français ou en anglais? Yeah.
In French.
Okay,
in
that's
French.
okay.
It's okay. Ok. Déjà, salut pour tout le monde. Et je suis tellement très honoré d'être là, à prendre part dans ce grand mouvement Black Excellence. Je suis tellement très content et I bless God for this opportunity de nous connecter ensemble et tout. Voilà. Qu'est-ce que Black Excellence, it means for me? Qu'est-ce que cela exprime pour moi? Je le prends en 3 aspects: un mouvement, une plateforme et le temps. Le mouvement, pourquoi? Parce que je crois que Black Excellence, c'est le mouvement qui va réunir plusieurs entrepreneurs, coachs, leaders spirituels, leaders de jeunes et dans toutes les formes des organisations. Un mouvement qui doit booster plusieurs personnes et visibiliser le talent, visibiliser le savoir et valoriser le Black que nous sommes aussi pour le booster, aller encore plus loin. Black Excellence for me, deuxième fois, je prends aussi comme une plateforme qui va mettre en valeur le savoir et surtout une prise en charge de la valeur du marché qu'on a. On a besoin de plus de visibilité, on a besoin d'étendre l'horizon de business, de talent, de freelancing, de services. C'est dans ce mouvement, cette plateforme que, pour moi, je crois que l'avenir est très rassurant. Black Excellence, le temps, pourquoi? Parce que je pense que avec le pouvoir d'achat que nous possédons, c'est le temps pour nous de s'exploser encore davantage. Parce que le temps nous donne cette grande opportunité dans les horizons 2050. Nous devons maximiser le temps que nous avons pour travailler et créer de grandes plateformes afin... Déjà, on est assez nombreux. Moi, je pense qu'avec ce pouvoir d'achat, nous pouvons contrôler, dominer tous les secteurs de la vie, économique, politique, dans l'entrepreneuriat, au niveau de la jeunesse. Nous avons ce qu'il faut déjà en termes de densité, en termes des individus qui vont égorger ces grands mouvements. Voilà, pour moi, c'est ce qui exprime Black Excellence. Et je suis très honoré de prendre part chaque fois dans le mouvement qui va faire exploser la jeunesse, qui va faire exploser l'homme noir, qui va faire exploser le vie, le savoir et le potentiel. Parce que nous avons ce qu'il faut. Nous avons du talent, nous avons le potentiel, nous avons beaucoup de choses. Il y a deux fois, ces moments d'être ensemble va nous permettre de mieux nous exprimer, de mieux travailler sur nous-mêmes. Voilà. Pour moi, je pense que votre deuxième question qui était, la deuxième question, c'était pourquoi nous devons travailler ensemble. Nous devons travailler ensemble. Je pense que premièrement, c'est pour nous forger. Parce que je crois que chacun de nous a un talent, chacun de nous a un potentiel, chacun de nous a une vision bien appropriée, mais dans l'unité, le fait de se réunir ensemble va encore forger le savoir de tout un chacun. Deuxièmement, savoir aussi mettre en valeur ce que l'autre a. Je pense qu'il y a un texte biblique, vu qu'il y a beaucoup de chrétiens aussi qui sont réunis. Il y a cet homme, cette dame avait de dettes qui devait payer de dettes pour plusieurs. Alors, il a utilisé de vases de plusieurs pour libérer le talent, libérer qu'il y ait encore multiplication de l'huile. Plus il y avait de vases, plus l'huile coulait. Plus il y avait de vases, plus l'huile coulait. Je crois qu'avec Black Excellence, nous aurons plus de vases pour se déverser en talent, en potentiel, en produits, en marché. Ça va beaucoup nous aider à mieux s'étendre et dominer chaque sphère de société. Vous pouvez traduire et puis je peux ajouter deux mots.
Okay, thank you. So I'm just going to summarize. I'm not going to say everything, wonderful things that he just said, Coach Joel. He was basically emphasizing that how important it is for us to come together, but basically what is Black excellence for him. So he was kind of explaining how Black excellence to him, it's really a movement that everybody needs to join. Everybody needs really to be part of it, because we have to expand and really making sure that we are really mastering the excellency in really coming together and expanding all the expertise, every single thing you have has to be really demonstrated by coming together. So this is two questions that he was answering by expanding, and this is the time for us as Christian, as business owners, why it's so essential for us to come together and making sure that we are supporting one another, we're coming together and making sure that you are part of the movement. So there's something that's for him, it's very, very important, and that's how he defined Black excellence. Thank you so much, Coach Joël.
Ok, je pense aussi qu'avec Black Excellence, on peut étendre nos champs d'affaires, parce qu'il y a le potentiel d'affaires qui sont très, très importants dans plusieurs secteurs, notamment en Afrique et ailleurs, et que la visibilité d'une seule personne qui est connectée à Black Excellence, qui vit soit en Afrique, dans un coin, il peut faire exploser le champ d'affaires. Vous voyez, c'est très vital et je suis vraiment très honoré de cette connexion. Thank you and welcome.
Yes, we're gonna bring you back so you can explain and expand more to that, because that's what also another area that Coach Joel, he's really also the expert on really, coaching and mentoring you on how you can maximize your potential as a business owner, and how he can place you to your niche. From your niche, he can be able to map out what you're supposed to be doing in terms of your marketing, your audience, and all of that. So please stay in touch with Coach Joel. He's the right person that he can be able to coach you and mentor you. And please, Coach Joel, can you put also all your information in the link so people can follow you? Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome, Coach.
Yes. Coach Tina, do you want to go next to our other guest?
You're on mute.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a move. I say your name wrong. Yeah. Yes. Hello.
Hello.
Should I go ahead?
Yes.
Oh, sorry about that. Okay, thank you everyone for having me. And indeed, it's an honor to see this room full of everyone that looks like me somehow. So what does Black excellence mean to me? You know, in the past, I used to think it was a bit overrated until I actually moved into the world of diversity, equity, and inclusion. And it opened my eyes to a lot, and not necessarily in America, but the world over. So for me, Black excellence really refers to our accomplishments as Black people, our contributions to the society at large, which we have done tremendously in different sectors. And I'm very happy that we're beginning to not just recognize, not just be recognized, but also recognize each other. And for me, it's crucial at this point because it affects different things. It challenges the stereotypes. It breaks down different barriers. But most of all, what really touches me is the thought of the fact that we're able to inspire future generations. So for a lot of people in this room, or people maybe a few years above, they didn't have so many reference points that looked like them. So they were constantly looking for reference points that looked like them. But thankfully, with everyone here in the room and with all that is going on in the world, and that is why I think it's very important to celebrate Black excellence now, is that the future generations have something to look up to. They have a reference point, and it would help them further reinforce their beliefs, you know, and give them the power to dream bigger. So come a few years' time, we would be talking, Black excellence would just not be celebrated, but it will be a thing that we see everywhere and go above and beyond. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah, next.
We have someone with their hand up.
Yeah.
Is there a question?
I think she probably do it by mistake, probably.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure.
Yes.
That's okay. That's okay. And now we're going to give the opportunity to Mr. Baji. He's also a friend, a colleague, an amazing consultant that I work with them so many years now. He's in Canada, so we're just gonna give him the floor. He will be speaking in French and English. Thank you again. Welcome, Monsieur Baji.
Welcome. Good day. Bonjour, bonsoir, everybody. Bonsoir tout le monde. First of all, again, Coach Janine, thank you very much for having me here. Merci beaucoup donc de me retrouver ici. C'est un plaisir, c'est un honneur, it's a pleasure and a big honor to be around all of you here. And from get-go, I could say that I'm trying to satisfy everybody in English and in French at the same time, but I'll do my best. So first of all, what I have to say, we're talking here about Black excellence. It is very important because when we look at our history has, as we know, a big luggage that we're carrying. And when we look at the society where we are evolving, generally our community doesn't come first. That's why Black excellence matters, and it's very important for us to have this kind of channelizer like Black excellence, where we can show that we are in motion, we are active, and we are taking responsibility and charge of our destiny. Because for years, decades, centuries even, our destiny wasn't in our hands. And today we have that option and that possibility, and I will even say that decision to make a difference. like I was saying, referring to where we're evolving, I'm considering most of them maybe, I don't know if it's United States, Canada, or somewhere else, but where there is a lot of other communities, the other communities, what we see from other communities, it is that they are united. So I guess I'm trying to also respond to the second question also at the same time when it is about knowing why is it so important for us to be united today. I will just take a quick response also to that. I'm just say, comme on dit, c'est un peu un ricochet, about the unity. I was just counting how many people that we are here. And unity, the purpose of unity is because it makes, first of all, things easier. And also it reduces the risk for everybody. What do I mean by that? If, for example, you do have a plan that requires, let's say, $100,000 for you to start, $100,000 could be a challenge. But here, if you are about 20 people, and we say, for example, all right, let us unite around your project that will cost us $100,000. If we decide to put $300 per month for 2 years, times 20 people, it's over $100,000. It's around $144,000. So the risk for one person will be $7,200 instead of $100,000. So I just wanted to give that explanation because I've seen some community, and in our community, people just a small group, even in a small group way, deciding to invest together, to put their fund together and to start a project. And that's why I think the Black Excellency and also the unity are very two elements that are very important. All the community that we see around us that are successful are around putting the effort together, spending in their own community, and create value. And actually, I believe a little bit before me, I believe it was maybe Brother Joe, maybe I'm mistaken. He was talking about the power, the economic power that we do have. Most of our money is spent outside. Like we say, if we compare with other community, like the Jews, for example, money turns around in their community 9 times at least before it goes out. That's why it's very important for us to have this kind of platform where we can connect our services so we can start spending money in our own first before it gets out. That's why Black Excellency is very important. And it is also, that's why unity is so important. Je vais essayer un peu d'être un petit peu plus bref par rapport à notre communauté francophone. Ce que je mentionnais, en fait, je parlais un peu des deux en même temps, de Black Excellency et puis de l'unité. Pour faire une longue histoire courte, c'est que dans l'unité, on diminue les risques. Par exemple, quand vient le temps de faire un projet, si un projet coûte dans les $100 000 et plus, et que vous voulez investir, en unissant des gens, je prends l'exemple de 20 personnes, qui mettent $300 ensemble pendant 2 ans, ça fait $7 200 par personne, et par 20, ça fait plus de $144 000. Du coup, par personne, le risque représente $7 200, mais le projet il vaut quand même 100 000. Donc, pour tout le monde, le risque est réduit. $7 200 ne vous empêchera pas de dormir la nuit, si c'est une perte ou quoi que ce soit, tandis que $100 000, oui. Et donc, les choses deviennent un petit peu plus faciles à faire. Raison pour laquelle je disais que des plateformes comme Black Excellency sont très importantes parce que ça permet tout justement à ceux-là qui ont décidé de prendre le risque de pouvoir connecter leurs services, de pouvoir connecter leurs efforts, leurs connaissances pour pouvoir faciliter les choses. Donc, dans l'unité, les choses sont un petit peu plus faciles, les choses peuvent se faire beaucoup plus rapidement que individuellement. Donc, c'est un peu le point que je voulais moi partager avec vous aujourd'hui concernant ces deux questions. Et encore une fois, Coach Janine, c'est un honneur pour moi de me retrouver ici et de retrouver tout ce beau monde qu'il y a autour de Black Excellency ce soir. Thank you very much, everyone.
Merci beaucoup encore, M. Baji. Si tu peux mettre toutes les infos aussi dans le chat, comme ça les gens vont aussi te contacter, comme ça tu pourras leur aider et leur guider aussi. Merci beaucoup encore.
Definitely. Thank you very much.
Dr.
All
Janine, if I may, I tell you, I'm going to be speaking French in no time. So I'm really counting this a blessing. But, you know, just in between here with our speakers, because they are saying one theme, and that's what we really need. And as our brother was just speaking, what came to my mind that people sometimes shy away from is the word Black capitalism. And because we've had such a negative sort of exposure to the word capitalism, because it's very much associated with colonization and those that have been predatory upon people of color. But what the brother was saying, and when I thought about Black capitalism, it is nothing more than just a political movement among African Americans, Africans, people of color, seeking to build wealth through the ownership and the development of businesses. And it's really, really that simple. And if we can sometimes just take the predatory practices of Western European colonization sort of out of the way, we would really be able to adopt true Black capitalism that benefits our people. That was just burning. You stirred me up, brother. So I thank you so much. I thank everyone, but what you were saying was just resonating with me so strong.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much again, Mr. Baji. And yes, Dr. Lulu, we will be bringing back again Mr. Baji, so he can really go into deep, because this is something that he does, like be able to help people to really open their mind to see what are the potentials. So this is something that, Mr. Baji, he's a consultant, and we have done so many other projects together. So I'm very, very excited that he's here, and he's going to continue to talk about that and so many of them as well. Now we're going to ask, we're going to give a mic to Queen Roberta. She's an amazing lady that I came across and started working with. So she's gonna talk to you also about what it means to her for Black excellence. Roberta, are you there?
Hi, Coach Janine, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
I'm changing your name now to Coach Janine. It's official. Everyone, it's just, that's it. No more Janine, Coach Janine.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it. I am among the best, you being the leader, bringing us all together. I'm not saying one is better than the other. I'm just saying that sometimes we need someone to lead, and then we would follow if it makes sense. As you might know, not every leader makes sense. So again, thank you for having me. Black excellence, what that means to me is people with my skin complexion or even darker, I look at it as the Black excellence as success, despite the struggle, the obstacles of not being able to get a loan, a bank is not giving you a loan, dealing with family issues, dealing with political issues, and whatever it is, you still overcome those things. Prejudice, everything that's thrown against you just because of the color of your skin, and you did it in such a way that you did not have to hurt someone who looks like you. So Black excellence means to me, people with my skin color, darker, because I do not consider myself Black. I do not consider myself African American. I'm a born American, raised in Guyana, South America. So I don't fall into a lot of people's category, and I'm cool with that. But if you really look at it, what's happening is that people who have our skin color, they are being bullied by other people, the lighter shade individuals who you call white Caucasian, and you're being bullied by people who look just like you. So the ones who overcame that and who are overcoming that Like that's like Black excellence to me. And that is what I associate with the Black excellence. Okay. Now, how the next question, Coach Janine, if you jog my memory, I think it's how can we work together? What does that look like? I can't hear you.
And I say, yes, how crucial it is for us to come together and work together.
Absolutely. One way I think it's very important that we come together. I specialize in the sponsorship industry. You know, I speak with a lot of corporate leaders, and most don't have my skin color. So what I realized is that they have their own networks. If I was to tell everyone on this call right now, go out and purchase my book, How to Secure Sponsors Successfully, most likely probably one person would do it because we don't have that trust. Like, who is she to say? But you have to understand, I am you, went through the same struggle, and I'm telling you how to do something from my experience. The same thing if you're starting with no contacts or you don't have the experience. But who am I to tell you how to do something despite my struggle of achieving success, securing sponsors like Adidas, Tommy Hilfiger, Rite Aid, these people giving me their money and lending me their brands, right? So what I realized is that people, the Caucasian, light-skinned folks, I call them, they have their own society. They will give a sponsorship to someone who looks like them, even though they are not getting a return on that sponsorship fee. And I mentioned that in my book too, at the very end, why they do that, right? So it's very important in this day and time that we don't depend on corporate brands per se, because they are upholding antiquated laws and systems. It's very important that we sponsor each other event and expect a return. It's not free money. You don't need to be a donor. Support an event that aligns with your goals. Support it financially. Support it with your resource. You can have a person come out to speak or perform at your event in exchange for giving them, for example, connection to your audience through media. Who knows? But support, sponsor events. That's one way we can do it, and always let there be a win-win. It's not a hands out. I don't know your struggle. I don't know if you eat today, if you wake up with some mental challenge to do what you need to do. You don't know my story completely. So there should be one thing we know for sure, we have to pay those bills. So it should be a win-win when it comes to Black excellence, so we can trust each other again and make money together.
Thank you so much again, Queen Roberta. I'm very, very excited. Please put your information on the chat so people can be able to, message you directly. Thank you again. Now we're going to go to Madame Annie Zinga. Est-ce que tu es là, Madame Annie Zinga? Allô, Madame Annie, est-ce que tu m'entends? No? Okay. We're gonna come back. We're going to go to Madame Henriette Mbala, all the way from Congo. Madame Henriette, est-ce que tu es là? Si tu parles, je ne vous entends pas. Madame Henriette Mbala, tu m'entends?
You're on mute. You're talking, but you're on mute.
Oh, okay. That's okay. We can always go back. Maybe the connection is not as stable. Coach Cécile, do you want to go on? You have the mic, Coach Cécile.
Ok, rebonsoir tout le monde. J'espère que la connexion passe bien. Ok, bonsoir. Ouais, bon, désolée pour le début, mais il fallait vraiment que je me rassemble. Voilà.
Yes.
Ok. Moi, je suis en France et vous savez, c'est un peu délicat parce que Black Excellence, en même temps, ça veut beaucoup dire, mais c'est aussi délicat dans un pays dans lequel je suis. Parce que je prendrais Black Excellence comme un état d'esprit et pas une distinction de Black en tant que tel. Parce que pour moi, quand je vois cette plateforme, ce mouvement, je veux croire en fait que c'est une opportunité pour les personnes à la couleur noire de changer la donne, de changer notre témoignage, de changer notre histoire. Ici en France, ceux qui sont toujours en retard, ce sont les Noirs. Ceux qui sont médiocres, ce sont les Noirs. Donc les Noirs sont très, comment dire, on nous a déjà catalogués en fait. Et je trouve qu'avec Black Excellence, cela donne l'opportunité aux uns et aux autres de montrer en fait la différence et surtout de se tirer vers le haut. Pour moi, Black Excellence est là pour aider les Blacks à se tirer vers le haut. Ça veut dire qu'en se frottant les uns aux autres, dans la diversité qui est là, parce que vous avez des gens aux États-Unis, vous avez des gens du Canada, de l'Afrique, de l'Europe, et c'est vraiment une grâce, parce que moi, toute seule, je n'aurais pas toutes ces connexions. Mais en m'associant à Coach Janine, derrière Coach Janine, il y a tout ce beau monde, et je dis merci à Dieu pour ça. Donc pour moi, Black Excellence, c'est déjà à la base un tremplin de l'excellence. Voilà, un tremplin de l'excellence. Quelque chose qui nous amène dans l'addition 1 + 1 = 2. 1 + 1 + 1 + 1, et on arrive à quelque chose de puissant. Ici en France, par exemple, on va beaucoup parler des Juifs qui travaillent ensemble, qui sont unis, qui font de grandes choses parce qu'ils sont soudés. Et moi, je vois une plateforme qui vient aider les Noirs à être soudés. Donc, voilà ce que moi, je peux dire de cette plateforme déjà. Et maintenant, la question qui est pourquoi je pense que les leaders noirs doivent travailler ensemble, c'est déjà bibliquement, un peuple divisé ne peut subsister. Donc, si nous sommes tout le temps à essayer de faire quelque chose dans nos coins, on reste limité. Et je veux croire que dans cette unité, on crée le no limit. On crée vraiment j'étends mes limites en fait. On s'étend. On s'étend dans le temps et on s'étend dans la géographie, dans la carte. Parce que personnellement, j'ai été impressionnée dès le début parce que je suis en France, je suis d'origine africaine et là, je me retrouve aux États-Unis. Je me retrouve au Canada. Je n'ai jamais voyagé pour y aller. Mais par le monde virtuel et par Black Excellence, je me retrouve connectée à certains pays d'Afrique que je n'ai jamais visités, à certains pays d'Amérique, à certains pays d'Europe. Et je trouve que ça, déjà, c'est une victoire. Pour moi, Black Excellence, c'est la victoire. C'est œuvrer dans la victoire, c'est travailler dans la victoire. Et l'unité, en fait, si même dans la Bible, Dieu a divisé par les différentes langues différentes, c'est parce que la Bible nous dit que quand on est ensemble, ce qu'on fait réussit. Deux personnes se mettent ensemble, tout ce qu'ils font réussira.
Amen.
Et je suis contente parce que rien que de parler là au milieu de vous, c'est déjà un succès pour moi. C'est une réussite de me retrouver là. Et je sais aussi que demain, si on décide ensemble de créer ne serait-ce qu'une conférence en fait, mais elle sera riche de toutes ces personnes présentes. Chacun vient avec ce qu'il a. On est déjà dans l'excellence. Parce qu'on reconnaît qu'il y a quelque chose de bon en nous. Et par Black Excellence, en fait, on s'efforce à sortir ce qu'il y a en nous pour donner aux autres. Et nous savons tous que c'est dans le donner qu'il y a le recevoir. Et je suis contente parce que je vous garantis, je suis coach, mais elle m'a poussée pour que je sois là ce soir. Si c'est que moi, je reste dans mon petit coin, mais rien que moi, je dis, je suis le témoignage de Black Excellence. Elle m'a poussée et elle m'a tiré vers le haut. Et ce que je croyais impossible est devenu possible. Amen. Donc vraiment, je vous dis merci pour être là et merci à toi, Coach Janine. Merci à toutes ces personnes qui sont derrière Black Excellence et c'est avec vraiment beaucoup d'honneur que je suis au milieu de vous et que je suis dans l'aventure et je dis go ahead. Voilà, merci.
Let's go, let's go. Thank you so much again, Coach Cecile. I just want to summarize what Coach Cecile just said. Yeah, definitely. She's really excited to be here today. She said, just because of Black Excellence, today I'm connected to all of you guys. I didn't know about this platform. Coach Janine, she kind of pushed me and really encouraged me to be here. But this is something that I'm very connected today. I'm very impressed that today I have people in Canada, in Europe, because actually the dynamic in France, it's very different. So she really sees how Black Excellence is really to put people up, to pull people up and coming together. So this is something that she's really involved. She's gonna be involved more. She's very encouraged to see how us coming together can be able to change the history and making sure that we are all coming together. And that's really her own testimony today. It's an example of what it looks like Black Excellence, because today she's in an environment where she did not really thought about being in, you know, like a few days ago. So she's very encouraged and she said, let's go. She's ready for that. So thank you again, Coach Cecile, thank you. All right. Now we're gonna go to Mr. John. He's all the way in, I think, Tanzania or Kenya. I'm not 100% sure. Mr. John, you have the mic.
Your mic is off.
Oh, is that you talking about me?
That's you, Mr. John.
Well, I'm in England. I'm in England now.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah. How are you? Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure being here. And Coach Janine, wonderful. Thank you very much for this opportunity. You know, the gentleman in Canada say it's like it was reading my script. You know, I don't know what to say now because it said it all. However, I have to add something on. What is Black Excellence is, I think, and I believe that we as Africans, the moment we start feeling proud of where we're from, then the dynamics will change. Because most cases, people talk about Black excellence in Europe, in America, North America, but we forget that Africa is where everything starts. And the moment we change that narrative of Africa as a pity continent, a selfish continent, and wars and all that was happening there, we'll never move forward. I totally appreciate that the Black Excellence works well in America, especially in America, Black people, in North America, Blacks are a bit more connected than in Europe. In England, I've seen they're trying in England, but it's still, as the gentleman in Canada said, that's why I say he was reading my script, so I don't have much to say, but I really appreciate that he said it all. But the second question, I don't want to take long. The second question was, why is it so important working? What was it? Can you just remind me the second question?
How crucial it is for us to come together and work with one another.
How crucial? It's very crucial because the only way for us to move forward is to be united and work together as one and respect, trust. Without that, nothing will happen. If we can trust each other and work together, then we're going to see the difference and things will start moving in our direction. And one day we'll say, yes, Black excellence is there and Africa is united and Black people are united, whether it's West Indies or America, Europe, Africa, but we have to be united and respect and love one another because there's too much hate between ourselves. Yeah, and thank you very much. I don't have much to say because you said it all. I'm just listening, I'm following, and thank you very much. I've met Ms. Rabada. It was fantastic, and I hope to speak to her again. You know why, and let me just open up for others to know why I've said that. She's in 2 events sponsorship, and I am in 2 events. That's what I do. That's what I'm doing now in England. so I believe I'm very happy that I've seen it. Thank you very much, Coach. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. John. We really appreciate. I see that Madame Henriette Mbala, are you in? Madame Henriette Mbala, vous m'entendez maintenant? Vous pouvez parler? Madame Henriette? OK, passons Henriette. Je pense qu'on va revenir chez vous. On va maintenant parler avec Madame Zinga. Madame Anine Zinga, vous m'entendez? Madame Anine Zinga. Once, twice. Okay, we will come back to you guys. We're just gonna go to Coach Sandy. Coach Sandy, please take the floor. I'm looking forward to hear from you, Coach Sandy.
Okay, I was waiting for you to take me off mute. I didn't know I had that responsibility myself.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. I have to say, I feel very blessed and I feel privileged to be amongst all of you, coming from all walks of life in different parts of the world. So that is a huge blessing for me. Just being here amongst y'all and being able to listen to what everyone feels Black excellence is to them. Even the brothers and sisters that I did not understand, somehow in my spirit, I must have understood you because I caught myself shaking my head and saying like, yep. And then I had to sit and laugh at myself and say, you don't have a clue what they're saying. So that's okay. Something inside me knows. So when you sent me the question, what does Black excellence mean to me? I have to be honest with you. I had to sit with it for a minute because it's something that I've always heard, but it's not something that I've necessarily tried to dissect and understand what Black excellence means. And so I did not come up with a meaning of what it meant for me until today. And so as I was sitting down and I said to myself, what is Black excellence to me? I just immediately, it came to me, it has to have a root. Black excellence, for it to even exist, it has to have a root. What is the root of Black excellence? What is the foundation? And for me, I believe the foundation is Christ. I believe that Black excellence starts with the foundation of knowing that it only exists if we were made in the image of God, then that is what Black excellence means to me. And so to even dig deeper into it, Black excellence has to have a foundation of you have to walk in love. You have to have a character that you exude integrity. You cannot have Black excellence in your business unless you have you're a good steward over your business, your finances, and relationships. So that was one of the things that just popped up in my mind right away when I thought about what Black excellence means to me. So foundationally, it has to mean that I am created in the image of God. Or we are created in the image of God. Therefore, we have to continue to go back to that foundation so that we exemplify what Black excellence is moving forward. Because we can all sit here and say, oh, Black excellence means that, you know, we have successful businesses, but what gets you to that point is the foundation. And so as long as we stick to our foundation of being created in the image of God and knowing what that actually means, then that's the only way Black excellence exists to me. Another thing is I thought about what will help us to continue to operate in Black excellence, because it's first the foundation, and then how do you continue with the longevity of keeping Black excellence. And the way that I feel that you do that is that we have to be able to, first we have to be able to position ourselves to accept constructive criticism. When it comes to us as a whole, a lot of times, even in my experience, whenever I've supported Black-owned businesses, I've had a whole lot of experiences that were not very good for me. And I made a commitment that, okay, I'm not just going to walk away. I'm going to continue to patronize, but with wisdom and with love, I'm going to go to my brother or my sister, and I'm going to offer constructive criticism. Yes. And let them know that I was not a happy customer. And these are the things that I experienced. And these are the things that I feel need to change in order to continue to make your business grow and for me to continue to patronize you. So I feel like in order for us to keep Black excellence going, we have to be able to position ourselves to tell our brothers and sisters where they're lacking so that we can continue walking in that. And we have to also be in a position to know how to receive it. We can't walk around with, feeling like we are, what's the word I'm looking for? Defensive. We can't always walk around on defense because something is your baby and you love it and you think it's beautiful and it's wonderful, and someone else saw something in your business that was a flaw and they wanted to correct it in love. Because sometimes people are not coming with wisdom and using love. But if people are coming in the right vein, trying to help you, then we need to position ourselves to be able to receive that constructive criticism. And more so, we need to seek it. We need to go, and people shouldn't have to come to us. That should be a thing that we do. Hey, what did you pick up on? What can I get better at? What is it that I need to do? And so that is what I see. Well, that's what Black excellence means to me. First, it starts with the foundation, understanding what the foundation is so that you know what to follow. And then it starts with then it follows up with the longevity. What do you need to do to keep the longevity of Black excellence? And then the other question that you posed was, why is it crucial that we work together? Is it continue to work together? Or come together?
Work together. Yeah, come together, with one another.
Okay, so I think that it's crucial because we all need to understand and learn of each other's experiences that we've had, along our journeys. When we learn of each other's experiences, then we are able to build compassion. We're able to connect, because then once you hear someone else's story, then you understand how, I can look at you and I would have never thought that you had this same story. So I think it's important that it's crucial that we stick together so that we learn each other's stories, learn why we connect, how we can continue to grow and build our culture and the legacy of Black excellence. And I think that it's important also, let me look at my notes because I don't want to miss anything, because I just wrote some notes down as it came to me. I thought to myself, number one, it should be an automatic thing. You said, why is it crucial? It should be an automatic thing that we are the first people that we go to in order to get resources. A lot of times, any time I needed something, I had to go outside of my community. And that should never happen. It should always be the community. So I think it's crucial for us to stick together so that we will begin to build trust with one another. And we're able to keep those resources going so that ultimately our culture is strengthened and we're able to be successful. So that's what I have to add to it.
Ooh, yes, Coach Andy, thank you. Thank you so much
for
really giving us these good nuggets. Absolutely. Now we're going to go to Coach Jasanda. She's a sister to me. She's an amazing leader that you're going to get a chance to get to know. She's somebody that I really trust and I work with. She's on so many levels. You know, she's my mentor, and then she's helping me on so many other levels. So I'm so excited to present to you Coach Gisanda.
Thank you, Coach Janine. And also, I will be learning French, you guys, after having Janine as a very close friend. So I'll be bilingual also soon. But thank you. Joyous Sunday, everyone. It is great to be here, and congrats again to all you beautiful people. It is a pleasure, and just hearing the dialogue, it's been amazing thus far. So I want to go ahead and answer the first question, what Black excellence means to me. The word that comes to me is connections. Connections is crucial. Sometimes we are so busy building our business, you know, we're busy thinking on what the next step is, you know, what we need to do for our business, that we overlook the connections from each other, right? We overlook the importance of just following up with people. Like this person, they helped me start my business. Now it's going. Now you kind of forget about those people, right? You always want to go back because God brings people in our lives, yes, for a season at times, but sometimes it's good to go back, right? Check on that person. Connections are so strong. If you look at other cultures, you know, they don't lose connections. Hello. And they continue to progress. But somewhere along the line, we allow those to be broken. You know, back in the times when Black people could only do so much, right? We were kind of forced to break connections. Now, guys, we have a chance to keep those connections strong, keep it fertile, water those seeds, right, that you have dropped in the ground. Go back and water them. You don't know what connection is going to lead you to the next part of your business. So don't just, you know, despise those small beginnings. Don't despise the people that were in your life last year, okay? So always keep each one of them strong. I know it's gonna take time, of course, you know, we're busy and we have so much going on, but do not allow those connections to grow thin, okay? Always go back and do what needs to be done to keep those strong, and then connect the people that you do know with, you know, the people who God has now brought in your life because you're in another level of your business. And then why it's crucial for us to work together. Going back to those connections, right? We have to level up. And this was talked about in the sermon today when I went to church, leveling up. How are we going to go to the next stage in life when we are walking aimlessly around on the same level, wondering why this isn't working, why the same toxic people in and out of my business, why I can't get help, why this and why that? God puts you in a position so that you can move up, but we keep getting distracted. Right? We're in this age of, oh my gosh, we have a squirrel brain, right? Somebody calls us over here, we're gone. But we failed to keep progressing on that purpose that we have. We're in this age with so much information that it is the information overload that kills us, okay? Purpose is a big deal, right? And we have to level up. So how do we level up? Accountability. Keeping each other accountable. As we're connected, we keep each other accountable. That's why you can't let the connections fail. Because if I call my sister Janine and I'm like, Janine, you said in 2023, you're supposed to be at this place in your business, girl. What's going on? Oh, you know, sis, I got busy. Okay, what can I do to help you? All right, now we can connect together and level up, keeping each other accountable. We need that. Sometimes we're gonna fall short. That, you know, that's why we come together to church on Sundays, or, you know, with whichever day you worship. It is that fellowship, guys, that connection, binding. Like we sometimes, man, we're about to fall out because people are driving us crazy. We're trying to balance everything. You need a brother or sister in your life like, hey, sis, brother, it is okay. You are doing great. You know, the construction criticism is good, but sometimes we also need to hear, you're doing great. You're doing a good job. But if you keep this up in 6 months, man, I could only imagine where you're gonna be. You know, you can ask Janine, I'm training like 50 plus people, but I'm going back to all of them like, man, how are you doing today? What's up, superstar? Just the little words, and however they were feeling that day, they just fired up and they want to do whatever, assignment I have for them next, because people need that. We're gonna get burnt out at times. So leveling up and using accountability to get us off the ground and to keep pushing each other up. So that's what I have. Thank you, guys. God bless.
Thank you so much. Absolutely, we need to hold each other accountable and making sure that we have that connection. Thank you so much. We're gonna go to Dr. Tammy.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Coach Janine, thank you so much. Thank you so much for, inviting me into the building, into the room, the Zoom room, the live. Thank you so much for inviting me to this event. You are amazing. And yeah, she holds me accountable. Talking about accountability, that's who holds me accountable. So yes, I find all of that in Coach Janine. Thank you so much. And thank you, Coach Tina. I appreciate you allowing me to be here as well. I appreciate you. It's been very nice to meet you. So Black excellence, it's innate. It's in our blood. It's in our DNA. If you're Black and you were born and you are here and you survived, we even know when it comes to moms, that and just motherhood and birthing a baby, the rate of Black women who do not make it due to childbirth and the babies. So even from that moment, I think the Black excellence is upon you. And so and as you progress, and anytime you have to overcome adversity, you persevere. That's Black excellence. Black excellence is achievement. It's success. A lot of my brand is talking about purpose and starting with your purpose and tapping into your purpose, knowing your purpose and being self-aware. And this idea that self-awareness is not just about what you like and what you don't like. Self-awareness is about your ability to understand your impact on others. And I think that when you tap into that, Black excellence is there. Black excellence is about setting goals and achieving them. Black excellence is about community. And I think that's kind of the thread that is run through today. And even the second question, they talk about why it's crucial to work together. It's about community. And I love that about connections. You'll see a lot of mine is about conscious connections. A lot of the things that I talk about is built on conscious connections and community. I'm in the Web3 space. And because I'm in Web3, what I know is that a lot of this transition and this digital transformation is moving us into community. We can do so much more together. We can grow our audiences. We can build our platforms. All the challenges that we have as a community can grow and flourish, build, scale, and grow if we work together, if we work as a community. So that is so important. And so I do know that's why I think it's crucial. It's crucial that we work together. I grew up in an era where it was always about it takes a village, where the people around you held you accountable. The people around you looked out for you, protected you, not just called you on your stuff when you were not doing good, but when you were doing great, and making sure that you were loved and you felt that in community. And so what I know is that when that happens, it creates space for you to do those things that you are capable of doing, that you were commissioned and put on this earth to do, that God gave you talents to do. And so, but you have to have that space. And I know community does that and has always done that for me. And one of the things that I really like to talk about, that's a pet peeve of mine, is to also think about when we're dealing with community, when we're working together, is that the phrase, if I can do it, you can do it. We got to reframe that, folks. We've got to reframe that, because just because you did it doesn't mean I can do it. You don't know what obstacles I have. You don't know what trauma. You don't know if I'm being beat when I walked out the room. You don't know if my bank account is a negative 100. Like, you don't know my financial situation. You don't know my physical situation. And so we've got to let go of that, but we've got to encourage people and a part of our community. If you want to do it, you can do it. And here are the resources and the things, the tools, the strategies, the resources you need in order to do it, that I can support you. And I think that's part of community, is supporting our community from that standpoint, and knowing that despite your challenges, your barriers that you have, this is what I can offer. And that's community. And that's working together. We can do so much more. And I think, you see it with other cultures. And so it's a time for us to do the same. And this is the time is now. It's a new era, it's a new space. Because I'm in this digital space, I know things are shifting and changing, and it's creating opportunities for us to be creators, to be owners, to be in charge of what we possess, and to not have to go through other people. And so this is a great time for us to create community and just go. And I always say, let's go, with the little rocket ship when I text. So let's go. Thank you, Coach Janine. Thank you, Coach Tina. Appreciate you. Thank you all. I'll put my information in the chat again. Let's connect.
Yes, that's good, Dr. Tom. Yes. We appreciate you again. Coach Tina, do you want to say something about what's been said? And also Dr. Lulu?
Okay.
I have one video.
That's all right. I'll go after you, Coach Tina.
Yeah, I have one.
I think Coach Tina, today, because of the overlap, so we won't be playing any video anymore, because we kind of also wrapping up. But definitely, if you want to just comment anything, and Dr. Lulu can comment, so we can go, because we almost at the end. Thank you.
Okay, I was just gonna say, with a lot of nuggets given tonight, y'all delivered really well. It was a great conversation, and networking is very important, and this is the way we're networking now, where we can collaborate together and build a community that we can all be proud of. And I hope that you, each and every one of you, connect with each other and let's grow this. This is a movement. It's not just a one-day event or a two-day event. We're trying to build something here. And I thank each and every one of y'all for coming. Okay.
Again, thank you, Coach Janine, for everything that you do, bringing people together. Really, when I think about Black excellence, I can say Black excellence is Dr. Coach Janine. We could really say that. It has been my honor and my good pleasure to be here today with everyone. And Dr. Tammy, you just sort of put the cherry on top. You know, everybody, you know, was baking the cake as we were going along, and somebody came along with a layer of icing, and someone put a layer on top of that. But you put the strawberries, cherries, whatever your favorite fruit on your cake is, you gave it to us. And what you gave us was real, raw truth, because there's so many things that we need to talk about that we don't. So we don't talk about when the bank account is in a negative. We don't talk about when there's business bills to be paid, personal bills to be paid, and you're looking like, okay, I don't know what I'm going to do. We don't talk about when we are so tempted to go back to a place that was more of a plantation. And I don't say that our corporate jobs that in a negative way, but anytime you are working for someone else and you are depending on that individual to give you your paycheck, you will always be limited. I mean, yeah, you're going to get a raise, but you're going to always be limited. And so a lot of times we don't want to talk about, gee, I was doing so bad at one point, I was willing to go back and be limited in a regular job than to stay committed to what my God-given purpose is. So thank you for reminding us about transparency, because Black excellence is also being able to talk about the things that we need to talk about, but we never do. So thank you for that. And thank you, everyone. It has been, again, such an honor to be here today. And I look forward to spending more time with this platform. Thank you. And thank you, Coach Janine and Tina.
Thank you so much again, Dr. Lulu and Coach Tina. I have my two brothers who they haven't been, they haven't spoken, but the reason why I kept them to the last because I really think that they're doing amazing work in the community. So I want to introduce also, again, my partner, brother Stefan. He's here in Dallas, but doing amazing things. So again, welcome, brother Stefan. Can you have your mic, can you unmute yourself so you can talk to us tonight?
Janine, thank you so much for having me, and thank you for everyone who is connected today. Bonjour pour les francophones. Je suis congolais, donc je vous dis bonjour. What can I say? It is a pleasure to be here, meet everyone that is here this evening with us. I am in Dallas, and to me, just as someone who's coming late to speak, a lot have been said. So to me, Black excellence, the word that just came to my mind about Black excellence, it's a collective effort. So that was the word that I came with today as I was listening to everyone. Collective effort, collective effort, collective effort. And the other thing that came up to my mind, it's also accepting that we are good enough. We have the expertise. Accepting that we're good enough, we can do it. And for us, accepting that our own, they have the expertise, trusting them and giving them the opportunity to serve us. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of us have walked the walk, they can talk the talk because they've done it, they've been there. The world does not give us credit, but we need to start giving each other credit. I've been in tech for all my life. I started using computer in 1989 in Congo before moving to France, England, and today in US where I am. And through my journey, one thing which I've always felt as somebody, as a Black person, I've always, we talk about accountability and being self-aware, because the majority of people I've worked with, that I work with most of the time, I'll be the only Black in the group. And I always felt that I represent my race. And every time I show up somewhere, I make sure that if I leave that room, there will be another Black person who's gonna come in because of the impact that I left because of my attitude. And I'm gonna go back to something which I was told back when I started my career is you can teach people the job, but the attitude is very, very important. You can never teach people attitude. And that's something we people need to learn. That's not all the fights are worth fighting. Mm-hmm. And we need to understand what is important for us. And Black excellence for me is a collective effort. It's the people that have seen the light coming back and showing the people that are behind us, say, hey, this is the way, this is where we're gonna see that light. The second question was how, in Lingala, there's a say which say, one thing that does not wash your face, it takes the whole hand to wash your face. So, a lot have been said about that. So, we have the expertise. We just need to learn to start trusting each other and coming together, like to say, and make it happen, because we do have it. We have the expertise. We've tried working alone. It doesn't get us far, but coming together, we can fly and we can go. So thank you, everyone. And Coach Janine, thank you so much. I appreciate everyone who was here tonight. And yes, I am Kakombe. I'm on LinkedIn as Kakombe, Kakombe. I'm the only one out there.
If you can put all your information on the chat so people can directly reach out to you, that would be awesome. Okay.
Sure, I'll drop it there.
Thank you again, brother Stefan. You're my brother, my partner. We always here together, so I really, really appreciate you. for sure. Now I'm going to give the honor to our last speaker, Mr. Amba, Mr. Sudi Amba. I definitely want you guys to listen to this brother because he's among the people that every time I post something, every time I do something, he always ready to be able to support me. So I really, really want you guys to reach out to him, to work with him. He's gonna be among the speakers who will be also inviting him in November. So again, stay tuned. There's a lot of good stuff coming up. But welcome again, Mr. Sudi Amba.
Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup, Coach Janine. I'm here in the United Kingdom in England, and I'm from Congo DRC. This means I speak Swahili, French, Lingala, and English. You know, I'm just trying to brag a little bit. Yeah, it's really an honor. It's really an honor to be here. And as you can see, the platform has got great minds, you know, and great talents, you know. Being the last to speak I'm speechless because everything was said. But there is something that I really want to mention, which is really important, and it comes along the way with what I do on daily basis is if the source is not respected, there is no way, you know, we can be respected. And the source is Africa. We come from Africa, and the image of Africa everywhere around the world is not respected. So it's our job to promote each other, you know, to promote the motherland positively, you know. As you can see in our community, I'm answering the question of Black excellence, by the way. Black excellence means being unique in solving our issues, you know, standing out. Like in the Bible, Daniel, he had an excellent spirit, 10 times than his competitors. You understand? So it's all about being unique in the way we solve our issues. Instead of complaining, because the world will never be fair. The system will never be fair. Instead of complaining, they don't give us loans. Why can't we create our own bank? You know, instead of complaining, the customer service at the hotel is not good. Why can't we create our own hotel, for instance? Like in London, 50% of Hilton hotels belong to the Indian community. For people who've been to London, there are around 27 millions of people who come, tourists. You understand that this is really an economic power, you know. So Black excellence for me is more about having that excellent spirit, you know, having that uniqueness in the way of doing things, you know, so that it can impact positively our own community. In terms of the young generations that are coming, they can have role models they can refer to. In terms of other community, you know, we can change the negative image that they always think of Africans or Black people as not serious, not reliable, with mediocrity. They can start thinking differently, you know, when we do things, you know, outstandingly, I would say. So in terms of, yeah, and the other thing, listening in our community is important to listen, because sometimes when you know too much, you miss out some important information. And I think one of the great minds talk about constructive feedback. We're always ready to defend, you know, and sometimes for us to grow, you know, like the personal development will need us to learn continuously. You understand? Like, for instance, if you are struggling with your business, probably you need to learn some sales and marketing techniques, things like that, you know. Or if you are having issues getting funds, maybe you don't know how to write a business plan or a pitch, and you just need someone to coach you. So I will say that is very important. And in terms of The second question about working together, we all have the same pain. You know, we can go on the news every day. You can see the pain is there, you know, but because we have the same pain, this means we have to heal together, psychologically, mentally, economically, you know. But I will say, I mean, when I said about promoting each other, for instance, recently, there was a group of Africans, they decided to build a 4-star hotel in, I think in Senegal or Gambia. Another group of Africans did the same in Cote d'Ivoire. They built a 4-star hotel, $1 million. Those guys, if you go to Africa, for instance, and visit, you'll see that it's really rare that a group of Black people, Africans, to work together. The economic emancipation between us will come when we work together. You understand? And I think that is pretty much what I will say. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you again, Mr. Sudi. Like I said, he's an amazing speaker who will definitely give you the nugget that you need to be able to ensure that you have the right tools to be able to bring your business into Africa. So he'll be coming in again very, very soon. So stay tuned for Mr. Sudi. He's going to be coming back. I appreciate again. On behalf of Coach Tina, Dr. Lulu, we really say thank you for all the honorees. Many were invited, but today you are here. It really shows your commitment. I really, really appreciate. Thank you so much. We will be sending all your certificates and everything by email to just say thank you. You also have your feedback. What do you need you want to see next year? Because that's something we're going to be doing every year. So again, Coach Tina, your last word, and Coach Dr. Lulu.
Last words, continue to be committed, because the most committed wins. And if you really want to have a vision of that, think about the people in this world that are willing to die for what they believe in, their passion. I didn't say that what they're doing is right, but what I am saying is that there are people that are so committed, whether it's right or wrong, to what they're doing, they're willing to give their life for it. So I leave with you, the most committed is the one that wins. God has given us our direct path that he has given to us uniquely. Nobody else can walk our path but us. And so remain committed to walk that path and don't waver. God bless everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Lily. Coach Tina.
Yes, I was going to say that we, Black Excellence, I never did say with Black Excellence. This is my second year doing the Black Excellence. I can't get it out. But yes, I think Black Excellence to me is all of us actually working together and collaborating together and building each other up and not looking for other people to build us up. If we all come together and build and patronize each other, buy from each other, we have the biggest buying power together. If we just stick together and support each other in every area of our businesses, because I can be a coach and you can be a coach and we still can collaborate together. If I sell a product, you sell a product, we still can collaborate together. We're not in competition. We are all individuals. We all got our own superpower. Yes. And you need to use your superpower to build us, everybody up, so we can build our community up, so we'll be stronger. We're stronger together. And that's all I have.
We're strong together. This is the word from Coach Tina from Black to Black Show. Again, Dr. Lulu. She has an amazing, amazing program, guys. I will let you guys just for her to say in a few minutes before we close. But please stay tuned.
Black excellence is more than doing your best for yourself. It's being the best, doing the best for those who are dependent on you in your families, in your businesses, in your communities, in your culture. It's coming together to create a path and be a bridge for those behind you that need a pathway of guidance to level up. It's being able to stand next to your peers and know that together we are stronger, together we rise. Black excellence is more than about self. It's about we, not me. It's so crucial for us to work together because it's always going to be collaboration over competition that wins. We need each other. Not only do we need each other, but our experiences are more beneficial to each other than it is for someone who has not walked the same walk as you, don't understand what life is like for you, to really be able to give you sound advice and guidance to your next level. If you work with ones who are like you, you have a better opportunity to grow in your own way. I thank you, Coach Tina, for giving me the space to share and being a pillar of growth, a pillar of support, a pillar of strength, and a pillar of recognition and honor in the community for Black business owners, big or small. Thank you for seeing the work that I do and giving me a space to share and help others within our community. I appreciate you, and I wish I was able to join you all live. But thank you again. I send my love. My name is Antoinette Logan, and you can join or support me at Ask Miss Logan on all social media platforms, linktree.com/Ask Miss Logan. Again, thank you so much for having me, and thank you for watching or joining wherever you are in the world.